Hey, Good afternoon and welcome to Bobcat Stadium here on the campus of Montana State University. Snowy afternoon here in Bozeman, Montana for this MCLA non-conference matchup between the Montana State Bobcats and the Sierra Nevada Eagles. This is Nate Parsegan. Joining me is Tony Athanasakos. Did I say that right?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
All right, that's the only time I'm going to say your last name. I'm just going to stick to Tony for the rest of the broadcast.
That's what most people usually do.
Hey, Tony, thanks for joining us today. Tell us about these teams in this matchup.
Well, today we got the Bobcats who coming off a 5-11 defeat from the North Dakota State Bison. They're looking to play the Sierra Eagles, and they're playing with a chip on their shoulder. The defense, although the scoreboard didn't reflect it, I mean, they dominated the game. The entire game was played in the Bobcats' defensive half, and so they're really going to come out and pressure and keep that ball on the offensive side where it belongs in their mind. And then on the offensive side, you got a couple players to watch for also playing with a chip on their shoulder because they didn't get a chance, and they're really going to have to to shoot. In the game, I believe that was Keegan Lancaster was scoring nearly a will. Oh, number 94 also had a great game.
Yeah, Michael Whalen.
Yeah, he had a hat trick, all shooting from the outside, fast shots, high and away. Goalie couldn't even see it. So, yeah, we'll look for the Bobcats to shoot to score today for sure.
All right, a little bit about Sierra Nevada College. It's a small liberal arts school there on Lake Tahoe. Scenic place just like here in Bozeman. Talked to their coach here before the game. I said, are you guys ready for snow like this? He said, yeah, it's like this in there where we're at as well in Incline Village, Nevada. So snowy spring break here at Montana State University. Sierra has been here all week. They're spending their spring break here in Bozeman. They're staying downtown at one of the hostels on Main Street. Last night went bowling with the Montana State team, so they've kind of gotten acclimated to Bozeman here, ready to go here. This second game of their stay, they'll play again on a Saturday against St. Thomas as we are ready to get things underway.
And that's just a great display of sportsmanship to play, get a little pastime in before the battle starts.
And the battle is underway. Whalen comes away here with the face-off, brings in the attacking zone. So Montana State will start off here on offense here, possessing the ball. Heard that Sierra Nevada has a fantastic goaltender, Eddie Erickson, that we'll expect to hear quite a bit from today. Had 16 saves in their most recent loss against North Dakota State. Here still in this first minute of play, Montana State patiently working it around the perimeter, looking for an opening. Whalen gets it in behind the net to number 41. That's Alexander Brown. He's got a couple of goals in the season. Now a shot here saved by Erickson.
They went up his sleeve maybe, fell out.
Yeah, he didn't know where that was, and it just popped out of his shirt.
Good pressure.
So Montana State here will retain possession. David Rizzolo.
To Trey Bar 2.
And here's Whalen. Now to Richmond. Or excuse me, that's Rizzolo still. Whalen with a laser over the top, out of bounds. Montana State will keep it here.
Lewis Richmond on the goal line, taking the ball in. One of the starting attackmen and a key point of the offensive unit for the Bobcats.
You got Richmond with 124 career goals. One of the seniors here for the Cats. Shot there from Whalen is just off the mark. But again, here about a minute and a half into this game, and Montana State's had the ball here on in the attacking zone the whole time. As here's an opportunity. Loose picked up now, and coming in transition is number 27. That's Cale Tuttle. So now we'll take a look at Sierra Nevada here on offense for the first time today.
Yeah, they played earlier as well against NDSU, and they lost as well. And but from what I heard from a reliable source was that it was a very physical, very chippy game.
With the ball, with the ball right now is Jack Southern. You're going to hear this name a couple times today. Jack and Nick Southern. They are brothers. They happen to be from Southern California to match their name, but they are the scorers for Sierra Nevada, so listen for those guys today. inside here, off the post, off the goalie's head, and saved there. Boy, that was a dangerous spot for that ball to end up in the crease. As Colin Shriver makes the save. Shriver not afraid to come out of the net, huh? Is that where a goalie's typically going to play, Tony?
Well, it depends on the style of goalie. I've played with goalies that never leave their circle, and I've played with goalies that have no better joy than to run over midfield and try to get a goal or maybe an assist. And that guy ended up going pro. So Parker Ferry is the man I'm referring to. Great goalie for 4 years, and he's pursuing his professional dream down to Miami.
Shot
for the Florida launch.
Yeah, shot there from Grant Jackson is no good. Montana State here now bring it from behind the net.
And that really put Montana State on the map. Like, if not at the college level, at the pro level, to have a player, even though he's the only player to make it from Montana State, it's got to keep the dream alive for a couple players on the team that they could go pro someday as well.
Here is Southern up ahead for Sierra Nevada. Opportunity in transition for the Eagles. He's going to pull things back and get his extra attacker with him. Now Danny Dubiak with it. Here around back to the other Southern.
It's going to be saved.
So one thing we're dealing with, too, in these conditions is the snowy, icy field. How is that picking up ground balls on the turf when we got snow and ice coming down like this?
You know, I think it's actually pretty warm out there. It's not as bad as I've seen it before. I've seen it as bad as an ice rink where every single time people are falling over. So I think this is a little wet, and that's what the field's meant to, to hold up to, these AstroTurf fields. But definitely something to consider if it gets any colder, is if it starts freezing up.
Shot on by Balin Marshall is saved by Shriver. Still scoreless here in the first quarter. About 5 minutes into this game. No score yet. Montana State has mostly been in the attacking end. As Aaron Rubenstein right now has it near midfield. Nice pass ahead here. This is Brown with a chance. Now a shot and a goal. That's Keegan Lancaster putting the Cats on the board first.
It's a great broken play. See in the replay, we can see that he hits him down the middle of the field with a great pass over the shoulder. As he carries into the zone, he draws the slide, he passes down. Keegan's got the great shot on cage right on the doorstep.
Yeah, for Lancaster, that's his 5th goal on the season as the Cats take a 1-0 lead here over Sierra Nevada College early in this one, first quarter action. Ready to square off here at midfield. And a whistle. It's going to be Sierra ball. Another name that you're going to hear a few times is Jake Calgary from Sierra Nevada. He has 16 assists on the season, which is about half of the goals that they've scored. So be on the lookout as well for Jake Calgary. There's a turnover here coming away with it's Whalen. Or excuse me, I got...
That's Josh Schwall.
Yeah, that's Schwall there. 54, not 94. Taking a couple shots here from the defender. Holding on to the ball nicely, though.
Alex Brown at X. Patience as the middies make their substitutions. Some people say the first goal is the most important. Others say it's the second. But I think it's the last goal of the game that matters the most.
How about the most goals? I think the most goals might be the most important, but when sometimes you get that last one, that's the most important. Here working it inside, almost there. Little give pass from number 1, Louis Richmond. Now Sierra controls. This is Calgary, as I had mentioned, to Southern. Now on the right side here is Rideout. Calgary inside shot saved there. Scooped up by the Cats. Now trying to clear the zone here, struggling as Sierra Nevada picks it up. Loose ball here, and coming all the way out of the goal is a Shriver.
That's a hair-raising play right there. If you're the defense, seeing your goalie in a one-on-one opportunity with another player. Luckily, both players make it out all right.
So here's Horton working inside. Shot on is wide.
That's one thing where I think the weather will affect the game is the moisture on the pockets of the lacrosse sticks. It can make passes hold a little bit too long and go into the ground, or not come out at all, or come out too soon.
7:25 to go here in this first quarter. Cats up 1-0 over the Eagles. Cole Kennedy from behind the net. Gets a pass now. A shot on bouncer is in. That's Connor Rideout getting the Eagles on the board, tying this one up 1-1 here in this first quarter. Let's look at the replay. What do you see here, Tony?
Yeah, the long skip pass over the top. The defense is there, but he gets the shot off, bounces it. That's a tough shot for the goalie to save, skipping off the ground.
One of the things with these conditions is those bounce shots on the rubbery pellets that are wet. Does that look different for the goaltenders?
Absolutely, yeah. It's more slick, so it loses a degree, so it would bounce less, but skips faster.
Sure.
Loses less momentum.
So that bouncer good to tie this game up 1-1. Now both teams here fighting for possession. Coming away with it is Sierra's number 27. That's Cal Tuttle. Here's Nicodemus now on the right side. Gets it to Rideout, who just had that goal. So it really seems like Sierra Nevada has settled in. After the first couple minutes, Montana State had the ball on the attacking end, but now Sierra really taking control of these last couple minutes here.
Especially in a tie game, you want to take the best opportunity you can. Don't force anything. So far, the Bobcats are showing a man-to-man look. It almost looks like a zone, but they're too far strung out to.
Here's Southern loses the handle. Now this is going to go to the Cats. What just happened here? I thought that the Eagles were closest to that one.
Yeah, it was a defensive play by number 99, Blake Greener, to force a bad pass, and I believe that was what caused the turnover. Alex Brown comes over to midfield. Start the clear.
Brown now pass inside here. Shot and a score.
Just saw the whole field there. Saw a man close to the goal line.
That was Keegan Lancaster with his second goal of the game.
Yeah, that's a perfect pass to the middle of the field. And just turns over his shoulder, puts it past the goalie for another Bobcat goal.
So Cats lead it 2-1 to now. This is a top 10 matchup. Non-conference here in the MCLA, but non-conference matchup of two top-ranked teams. Montana State coming at number 9 nationally, and Sierra Nevada coming at number 7. Montana State is 1-1 here on this early season so far with a win over Utah State, lost to North Dakota State. Meanwhile, Sierra Nevada comes in at 2-1, and with the ball right now, here's Calgary with the shot. It's low and wide.
Yeah, that's one place where the Cats have a very difficult schedule, so it's going to do them favors in the rankings. Even if they lose to one of these top 5, top 10 teams, they won't drop too much in the rankings.
So Eagles here with possession in the attacking end. They've been patient here working it around the perimeter. Calgary with it now. Baker here. Under 5 to play now in the first quarter. Montana State leading it 2-1.
Good defense, number 45.
See the snow coming down here at Bobcat Stadium, a little steadier right now.
Definitely the storm is descending.
Calgary here with the shot. No good, out of bounds. Is going to stay here with the Eagles. Eagles with the short bench here looking down at the sidelines compared to the Cats. What can that really come down to in the fourth quarter then as far as conditioning goes?
It's definitely going to have an effect on the fatigue. It's definitely a case of players traveling from long ways. I mean, it's about 14, 15 hours to where they're into Tahoe.
Right, like we said.
Yeah, some people don't make the trip.
Yeah, and these guys have been here for the whole week. They got here on Sunday. They're spending their spring break here in Bozeman. Montana State players here not able to go on spring break. They got a couple of big lacrosse games. As now this feed inside, dangerously in the crease, then picked up here by Shriver. And he's going to send things forward with a long pass. Let me get a turnover here to the Eagles.
Loose ball.
Tuttle scoops it up here. Now up ahead on the right side. Stolen away.
Great interception by Alex Brown.
Brown
Pushed
with
the
it.
advantage. Lewis Richmond back to Brown. Good checks.
Boy, that was a nice little transition play there for the Cats, but now coming away with it is Southern.
Josh Wall applies the defense.
And Southern will slow things down. It's been a patient, methodical offense here for the Eagles. And maybe with the shorter bench, you want to go that way.
Absolutely.
As we now have 3 minutes to play here in this first quarter with the Cats leading 2-1. Ball loose on the ground. Montana State's going to come away here with the steal. Just a little lazy play there by the Eagles. Gives it back to the Cats here. A couple substitutions.
Good defense by the Cats. It's clear. It starts the fast break.
This is Kruger. Gets it now on the perimeter here to Brown. Now Montana State looking to slow things down, get the right personnel on the field that they want. This is Rizzolo. Up top to Whalen here. Now Lancaster, who's got a couple of goals here today.
This is good offense for the Cats. They're moving the ball quickly, testing out the reactions.
Rizzolo thinks about a shot, passes behind the net. Here's Whalen. Working one-on-one, gets around his man, pass inside, shot away, no good. Collected behind the net. Here's another opportunity, but it's sent all the way back on the other end.
Over and back call.
Boy, nice little possession there on offense, though, for the Cats, as you mentioned, Tony.
Yeah, that was they got to look at the defense, but that long pass is something they got to make. They know that they'll get that next time.
Drew Horton's shot was no good.
Wow, tough play by the goalie.
Ooh.
Call him in the crease. Bobcats ball.
1:10 to play here, first quarter. Montana State up 2-1 here with the ball in the attacking end. As Brown has it. Take it in, switch hands a couple times. Dump it off now to number 28, Sam DeRoke. Just 44 seconds now to go in this first quarter. Lancaster has it behind the net. It's up to Brown. Is there a situation here you want to hold kind of for a final shot?
25 seconds left. It's not a bad idea, but you could always score and get another one with under 30 seconds left.
Here's Brown now, pass behind Lancaster. He shoots.
Great shot.
And he scores. And in the first quarter, that's number 3 for Lancaster, right?
First quarter hat trick.
First quarter hat trick. Let's take a look at this. This is a tough angle.
That's a 0 angle shot. Tough for the goalie to even see. Perfect placement. He's got the feel for the ball today.
17 seconds to go here. Montana State now leads 3-1 here in this first quarter.
Interesting. I think the game will be won and lost to the face-off X. I think there will be a good amount of goals scored today, and whoever can get the possession will be victorious off the face-off.
Speaking of face-off here, ready to go now. 17 seconds left after that Cat goal. Battling for it here is Whalen. Good battle here at midfield right on the Bobcat logo. 7 seconds to go here in the quarter. Just kind of golfed around a couple times. This should do it. And so that will do it after one. Montana State leading Sierra Nevada College 3-1. And Tony, thoughts there from the first quarter?
That's exactly what you want from the Bobcats. They're holding the ball as much as they can on the offensive end, moving the ball quickly, and they've got a man that can score the ball. That's 3 goals for number 5, Keegan Lancaster.
Yeah, for Lancaster, he came into this game with 4 goals and 3 assists. So now for the season, he stands at 7 goals and 3 assists. Good first quarter for that young man. Again, in the most previous game, Whalen was the guy with the hat trick. So a couple of Bobcat players here getting on the scoreboard during their spring break. And then who we're looking to hear from Sierra Nevada are Nick and Jack Southern. And those guys kept off the scoreboard so far early on. But really a pretty well-played and evenly matched game, I thought, through the first quarter.
Absolutely. The defense of the Bobcats, they weren't getting overextended. They were playing a patient defense, and they were in the position to make those, to force a turnover and get the ball on the other side of the field, which is exactly what they want to do. Definitely executing their game plan there.
All right, so again, we are right now in between the first and second quarter. I wanted to tell you a little bit about our opponent here, Sierra Nevada, for those fans back at Tahoe watching this one right now. Thanks for joining us here on mtsport.tv as we get ready to start this second quarter. But this is a really small school. They've got just about 1,000 students, and word I heard was that half of them are even undergrad, half graduates. So with only 500 undergrad students competing in a conference. I was looking in their WCLL. They play against teams like San Jose State and UC Davis that are 35 times bigger than they are. So this is a pretty competitive squad for being a small school.
They got a unique recruiting opportunity to tell people that they can go to college, get a good education, play lacrosse, and then live in Lake Tahoe. So, it attracts good talent.
It does. And a similar recruiting tactic you have here in Bozeman is you
Absolutely.
can say, hey,
Similar,
what brought you here,
similar.
right?
The mountain.
Right, you can come here and go some of the best skiing in North America right here just about an hour away, no matter which direction you go. As here controlled in the second quarter, Eagles come up with it to start things off here. Again, trailing 3-1 in this game. Rideout, who had the goal for the Eagles, now on the right side. Sent around here to Marshall.
So both of the Southern brothers are, one's a midfielder, one's an attackman. I would assume that they might run them both on the same line, but I assumed incorrectly.
Yeah, that's Nick Southern. He is a sophomore. His brother Jack, the freshman. Now inside here.
Great defense by Josh Wall.
Good physical play by the Cats keeping this one out. Another push here. Sent back out to Rideout. To Marshall. Now here's Calgary. Jack Southern with 8 goals. His brother Nick with 4 on this season so far. As a shot is in. That was Marshall with the goal. Low right at the ankles. A tough save there for the goalie as we take a look at this replay.
Great left to right split dodge shot on the run, far and away in the low post. I mean, that's textbook.
So 3-2 Cats lead after giving up that goal with 13:42 to go here in the second quarter.
Number 20, Keaton Buckingham, playing the long stick midi on the close side of the field against number 9, Ryan Simmons.
Hunter Elliott squaring off here. Eagles come up with it as they get their personnel set. Second quarter so far has been all Eagles. Still early on here, just about 2 minutes into this quarter. Southern now behind the net, gets to Calgary.
Yeah, goal and another face-off possession. Cats need to force one more turnover and get that ball on the offensive side, give their defense a rest.
Now looking to work inside here is 26. That's Baker. Now behind the net inside. Ball loose here. Cats come up with it. Here's Brown. Slips on the turf there. Nice little spin move.
They have a chance, man on the field. Good stop by the defense. Number 36.
Behind
Eagles with a deflected pass.
Richmond with it here behind the net. He's going to bring it around. He's got Fleming. Fleming working one-on-one. Pulls it back out. 3 minutes here into this second quarter. Montana State leading 3-2 with their first offensive possession here this quarter. As Fleming brings it in. Now Brown will take it from behind the net. Lancaster's got 3 goals. Pass inside. Nice save there.
Great save.
Yeah, Erickson, we mentioned the top goaltenders you're going to hear about.
Save on the quick stick. It's just a reflex.
I'm going to take that back. We might be looking at Noah Bertrand here in goal, number 6. Looking for 16 is Eddie Erickson. Right now I'm seeing number 6 on the field. But then again, the goalie on the sideline is, yeah, that's 15. Erickson on the sideline there. So here's Southern with it.
A lot of times you have roster incongruencies. Somebody forgot their jersey, needs to borrow somebody else's.
Talked to the coach before the game from Sierra Nevada. He said to look out for Erickson, that he was going to be one of the top goaltenders that we'd see.
Yeah, after that save on the crease, I bet Mr. Richmond is going to be putting a couple fakes on that next time.
Here, ball loose. Scooped up here by Southern. Back on the ground again. And now coming up with it for the Cats is Andrew Quinn.
Great bailout pass. He's got to flip it. Oh, he holds possession.
Yeah, boy, keeping it all to himself here.
Number 98.
Yeah, that's Nick Pfeiffer. Now the Cats want to get their personnel right here with 10 minutes to go till halftime in a 1-goal lead. Rizzolo. Up top, Bardu. Takes it in right side now behind the net. This is Brown. Back up to Richmond.
Michael Whalen with the split move.
Shot on.
Wow.
Boy, where'd that one end up?
They didn't call that a goal? That was off the cage. I thought it was top corner.
I think that one hit the post.
I thought that was back in the net.
Landcat.
That was not a split dodge. That was a face dodge. Faked left and stayed to the right. That was a fantastic move and a very fast shot on the run.
Now Bardu penetrates in. Shot with the left. Save. Boy, whether that's Noah Bertrand or Eddie Erickson in there, good goaltending from the Eagles.
Yeah, great save. Stayed low. Dug it out. Definitely showing the Bobcats that they need to be creative to score today.
Tuttle here. Now Calgary, the assist man for the Eagles. Again, 16 assists on the year. Looking for him to spark the offense right now. Again, Cats leading this one at 3-2 with 8:20 to go till halftime. Marshall has it. He had the last goal for the Eagles. It's his 9th goal on the season. Now inside, shot saved. That was Nicodemus on the shot. Boy, good opportunity for the Eagles here, and they're going to hold possession.
Timeout taken.
All right, so let's look at the game reset again here. 7:39 to go now until halftime. Montana State leading this one 3-2 here in snowy conditions at Bobcat Stadium. I thank everyone for joining us on mtsport.tv. Here's spring break in Bozeman, as we mentioned before this game started.
Break from school, but not a break from lacrosse.
Nope, not at all. Montana State with 3 games over their spring break holiday here in the snow, and then coming out to join them, spend the week here, Sierra Nevada. Talked to their coach, like I said before the game. They rented out an entire hostel on Main Street, and I said, Coach, what's curfew? But I guess it's kind of dead downtown during spring break here anyway. So, well, curfew's 11 o'clock, so they got them locked in. But they got the whole place to themselves, and last night they went out to the Student Union and went bowling with the Cats. I didn't ask them who won, though.
Yeah, I'm sure that they're both a little embarrassed of their bowling scores. But, yeah, that's great to see, and it really helps the sport out, and, you have people who will, it'll really help with their future. Some of these people might have a job for them. Camaraderie. Who knows what will happen.
This Sierra Nevada team in the program's 6th season, head coach is Matt Day, but a pretty new program here. They compete in the Western Collegiate Lacrosse League and are currently ranked number 7th nationally. Again, the Cats coming at number 9, so a top 10 matchup here coming out of this timeout, now ready to go. Final 7:39 till halftime. Montana State up by 1.
Probably look for a quick goal here with coming off the timeout to get the equalizer.
This is Nick Southern with it.
Some sort of play designed, I'm sure. So far, they seem to have a good balance between their offensive attack, between the attackmen and the midfielders. And they look to dodge and pass.
Here's Drew Horton. His shot. Here's pass inside. And now worked all the way inside. And a goal by number 26, Shad Baker. And we got to see this replay because that was some nifty passing in front by the Eagles to get this open shot.
The dodge forces the defense to look for a slide. The long pass over the top. Finds the man on the backside. Keeper's going left to right. Can't find his bearings. Number 25 gets the shot off. Number 26, excuse me. And, yeah, that's a well-earned goal.
Yeah, that was Shad Baker, the sophomore from San Diego, California. Went to Mount Carmel High School. Ties the game here 3-3 with 7:09 to go till halftime. Whalen here comes up with the face-off.
Crucial face-off win.
Gets it up ahead. Opportunity here for the Cats. Oh, and just beyond the reach of Brown. So an opportunity lost here for Montana State.
Look to ride. Forced the clear to turn back. Defender coming up the field.
Here's Southern with it.
Looks
This
to
the
push.
younger brother.
Shot on the run. Collected. Josh Wall gets hit with the entry pass. Passes up to Keenan.
May hear Cats with
Keegan.
an opportunity now. That's Lancaster's got 3 goals. All 3 of the Cat goals in the first quarter on the day. Second quarter has been mostly Sierra Nevada on the scorebook. It's been all Sierra Nevada. As now the Cats here with a chance, penetrating in, and a shot and a score. Laser beam there by 88 Peter Mitchell. Let's take a look at this replay. A great shot.
Great dodge to get around his player. Plenty of room. Uses the defender partially as a screen. Goalie doesn't see it well enough and finds the back of the net.
Yeah, he hit the top shelf upper corner. Nice goal there by Peter Mitchell, the freshman from Lafayette, California. As the Cats regain the lead here, 4-3 now. As we have a nice battle at midfield on this faceoff. Still loose. And losing his stick with the ball in the stick. What do you call when that happens? It's still in there.
Yard sale.
Yard sale. So Cats are going to come away with it. Fleming looks to the sideline here, gets it to a teammate, Erickson. Erickson with room up top. Comes in right side. Pass inside Fleming, batted around. Fleming picks up the loose ball. 5:17 to go here till halftime. Cats on top by 1. And then an errant pass gives away this possession. That's a tough way to turn it over there. Just a little sloppy mistake there by the Cats.
Yeah, the Eagles defense, big hit on the goalie by Lewis Richmond. And they're going to call that clean. I like that. Let the refs let him play.
He was outside the circle.
It's definitely the risk they run. Great check.
Turnover here. Opportunity for the Cats. Inside and scores. Number 1, Lewis Richmond.
It's a great defensive ride. Forces the turnover. Lewis Richmond takes it all the way. Finds the back of the net from about a foot away.
Yeah, and watch Richmond with the flying man here on the right side of the goal
Great
after he gets
back
this
check.
one.
Spinning back check by Keaton Buckingham. The one-handed pickup by Lewis Richmond. Great play. Scrappy play.
5-3. Cats on top. Richmond there with his 6th goal on the season, 125th of his career. And the Cats here win the face-off. Here's Lancaster with a little bit of room. Again, 5:30 to go till halftime now. Montana State on top by 2 as this second quarter has quickly turned in favor of the Cats.
Rolls back. Passes DX.
Cutter across the middle, no good here. Is Rizzolo, though, thinks about a shot. Now with an
Gonna get
opportunity, rips it, no good. Cats are going to hold on to it, though.
This is good offense from the Cats. They're getting shots and they're backing them up. Some sort of call. Timeout taken.
All right, so timeout on the field about 11 minutes into this quarter. Again, 4 minutes till halftime. It felt like the first 5 minutes of this quarter was all Sierra Nevada. They then took a timeout, and since then it has been all Montana State. Both teams in the scorebook twice here. But seems like these last 5 minutes or so has been really in favor of Montana State.
Yeah, that timeout might have stopped their momentum.
Right.
Let the Bobcats come back into it and get some of their own. And now another timeout taken and see if it swings back the other way or the Bobcats can press their advantage.
Looks like the snow here at Bobcat Stadium has let up a little bit. You might see around the sideline all the snow pushed up along the bleachers. That was the, and you know what, like we said, it's spring break and the players don't have time off, nor does the facilities crew, because they were out here pushing snow around this morning, and you see it all gathered up there on the sides, and they might be working again this weekend because there's games coming up Saturday and Sunday and more snow in the forecast.
They do a great job, and it's a big thanks for them.
So again, as we look at this timeout, looking on the sideline here, Montana State definitely with the advantage as far as numbers on the team, but a lot of that's just travel squad. Not all these guys are getting on the field today.
And yeah, like you said, this is one of the few times that the Bobcats are playing a team that don't, that have a weather tolerance, if you will. And the one thing that the cold weather does is it keeps you fresh. It definitely you don't wear out and fatigue as quickly.
The thing I should mention, though, is about this weather tolerance. As I look at the rosters here in Nevada, seeing guys like from Carmichael, California, Huntington Beach, California, Seal Beach, Newport Beach. So these guys, a lot of them grew up in Southern California, but they must like skiing or getting out in the cold weather because they moved up to the Tahoe area.
Yeah, a lot of players in California on the Montana State team as well, now that I look.
Here behind the net is Rizzolo, all the way around the other side. Now Whalen. Whalen, the goal scorer against the North Dakota State Bison, working inside, lowers his shoulder. He's going to take a shot here. It's going to be wide, but Montana State will hold on here in the attacking zone.
With a 5-3 lead, you're looking to hold possession of the ball, but still take shots to increase your advantage.
Here's Brown now. Up to Lancaster.
Switches back.
Ooh.
Good screen.
And a goal there, left-handed. Who else but Keegan Lancaster? His fourth of the day to give the Cats a 6-3 lead with just 3 minutes to go till halftime.
Excellent off-ball screen. Frees up number 5 for the big shot and another goal.
Yeah, what are the rules on on setting a screen like that?
Got to be completely stationary.
Okay.
Similar to basketball, and there's no restricted area, if you will. So anywhere that you can get in front of a player and not move, you'll not be called for a screen. So a moving pick is a turnover.
Well, nice screen there from the Cats. Sets up that goal from Keegan Lancaster. Again, his fourth of the day. And now another opportunity right away here for the Cats. Brown has it here on the left side. Under 3 to play here till halftime. 3-goal lead. And possessing the ball right now is number 1, Lewis Richmond. Inside pass opportunity here. Goal!
Wow.
That was number 45, Elliot Hunter, the sophomore from Gig Harbor, Washington.
Great find by Lewis Richmond. Finds him right on the crease. No room to get that off. Getting pushed in the back. Still gets the goal.
So now 7-3 as the Cats resume this onslaught here in the last 6-7 minutes of the second quarter.
This is exactly what the Bobcats are looking for. They're on a roll. They're going to look to keep it going, and somehow the Eagles are going to try to find a way to stop the bleeding.
Again, that was Elliot Hunter. And his high school is Gig Harbor, and it lists his hometown as Gig Harbor. I'm going to guess he's from Gig Harbor, getting that goal there. And then another win here. How about these face-off wins for the Cats, keeping possession? This is
yeah, Michael Whalen doing a great job getting those off the breaks. Timeout taken by the Bobcats. Possession from Alex Brown. The Bobcats can get another goal here before the half. That's what their plan will be, is to just kill as much clock as possible and take a shot with about 30 seconds left on the clock.
All right, so again, 2:14 to go. As you see there in the corner of the screen, Montana State leading Sierra Nevada College 7-3. Watching, go ahead.
Yeah, a couple things I think you'll see due to the developments recently is that the Eagles will be much more aggressive on defense, which will open them up to getting overextended if they push out too far. And I think the offense is going to be looking to score as quickly as possible to get back in this game, as the Bobcats will slow things down.
Right. Trying to get to that locker room right now. 2:14 to go until halftime. Yeah, Sierra Nevada has broken their huddle. They are ready to go. Montana State here holding back. Coach Chris Kelly breaks the huddle as Montana State's going to come out here with the ball.
So I think that they'll hold the ball for a while, but I could be wrong. They could go right for the cage.
And as you mentioned, let's see if the Eagles extend out on defense, get a little more aggressive. Right now, letting Montana State just work it around.
Yeah, it looks like they're holding back.
And they might be holding for a certain time on the clock as well, as we are just now under 2 minutes to go till halftime. Here behind the net, Brown slows it back down. Pass in front here. Nice opportunity, a shot underneath from Richmond. Well, good ball skills there, is that one's just wide.
Minute 30 left.
Now Mitchell. Here's DeRoque losing his footing, keeping it bound. Spin move, loses the ball, loose on the ground. Cats come up with it. Thinking about a shot there was Jackson. Now a shot from Lancaster, trying to get his, fifth goal today?
Looking for the sock trick.
So 1:15 to go now till halftime.
It's good patient offense.
Nearly stolen away now. Ball on the ground. And will be a turnover there. So for the final minute of play, the Eagles are going to get an opportunity to cut into this 7-3 lead. And let's see how aggressive they get on their last possession here.
It's a good ride from the Cats.
Turned over there. Here's Lancaster.
30 seconds on the clock.
Jackson with it now. Gets to Mitchell. Now in back with 18 seconds to go is Lancaster. Moves around one. Out in front. Pass inside is going to be loose on the ground. Eagles come up with it. Just send it out with 4 seconds to go. And there's the horn to end the first half of play. Good half for the Cats. They lead it 7-3.
Yeah, I think they're happy with what's been executed on the field. There's definitely some room for improvement. They could be doing a little bit better from the shooting category. They're getting a lot of shots, but a lot of them are going wide, and you need to put those on net, especially when you're up against a team that's got the firepower that the Eagles do.
All right, so we've got a little halftime intermission here, as it looks like, as we had mentioned here, some confusion with which goaltender was in net, as we were expecting to see Eddie Erickson, but then number 6, Noah Bertrand, was in, and right away now warming up here at halftime is number 15. I believe that to be Eddie Erickson, so a potential goaltender change for the Eagles coming into the second half. But with this intermission, let's go ahead and take a little break ourselves, and you guys go ahead and pick up something to eat or something to drink. We'll be back with the second half of this game in about 9 minutes. All right, back here getting ready to start this second half of play here on mtsport.tv. We've got the Montana State Bobcats leading Sierra Nevada College 7-3. Big goal scorer in the first half was Keegan Lancaster for the Cats. He's got 4 to add to his season total, giving him now 8 on the year. Lewis Richmond had a goal as well. Elliot Hunter with a goal, Peter Mitchell with a goal, and Alexander Brown had 3 assists. Good offense from the Cats.
Definitely. They're looking to spread the ball, but they know that they have a player with a hot streak, so they're feeding him, and he's taking shots and scoring. Keegan Lancaster is looking to be the focal point of the offense once more, and Alex Brown facilitating that offense.
Cats are going to come away here with the face-off win. That's been a big difference in this game as well. Whalen gets it to Brown up ahead in the attacking zone. Now Rubenstein here, looking to get inside. It's Fleming. Shot on. Nice. Boy, did that thing hit the field goal post pretty hard. You hear that ting from up here. Lancaster now. Around Fleming. Fleming works inside. It's the Lancaster. Thinks about a pass inside there. Almost had it.
Good patience.
There's the screen set now. Pass around. Opportunity here. Inside. Left-hand shot. Blocked away. That was Rubenstein for the Cats. Now in transition, though, the Eagles up ahead. And we do have a goaltender change for the Eagles. It is now Erickson in the net.
The goalie switch.
Yeah, we got 15 Erickson now in the game. Who we're expecting to see.
It'll be interesting to see how that develops.
Here's Southern.
Yeah, having a 2-goalie system is not unheard of, but it's kind of like having 2 quarterbacks.
Here just a couple minutes into this third quarter. Eagles with the ball here in the attacking zone. Montana State pretty dense on defense here around the crease. As Southern right now has it on the left side. Working on Fleming. Looks around, a little opening. Shot. Save there.
Great save. They're going to call it play on situation. No, they call it in the crease. Clear starts for the Bobcats. With the goalie becoming part of the clear, it opens up 1 free player for the Bobcats.
Here stolen away in transition come the Eagles. Calgary with it. Gets it to Southern, who's going to set it up.
Patiently wait for the long stick to get off the field.
Here's Drew Horton. Opportunity. His shot is in. Wow, that is a tough angle. Drew Horton, the midfielder from East Aurora, New York. Let's look at this replay.
Yeah, gets a little space on the crease. That's a goal from a while ago.
All right, got a different replay here on the screen, but again, that goal there from Sierra Nevada came from Drew Horton.
Yeah, he got a little space low around the cage, circled back, and the goalie knew that he was out of position, so he came out to meet him, and he bounced the ball around him for the goal.
So now 7-4, Montana State on top with 11:39 to go here in the third. Cats have come away with a lot of these faceoffs. This one, though, is going to be controlled by Sierra Nevada on the ground right now. Be unable, though, to turn this one over here.
That's an interesting strategy. They use 2 long poles on the face-off. That's an unorthodox, rare thing to see. But I like it. I used to play defense with the long pole, so I appreciate the love for the big guys.
Cats now here attacking. Bardu. Around here to Brown. Now up top to Rizzolo. Going to take it in himself. Gets it off to Richmond. A little back and forth game. Nice pass in front. Shot.
Off the cage.
Boy, that was Lancaster going for another one. Physical play there by Whalen as Brown keeps control here for Montana State with 10:30 to go here in this third quarter.
Shot. Oh, almost collected off the rebound.
Yeah, Erickson comes away, or he makes his first save here since he's been in the game. Now the Eagles here looking to clear. Long pass up ahead. Player loses his footing. Cats still loosing the ball on the ground, kind of golfing it around.
Classic hockey plays.
Now up ahead here, opportunity just though out of the reach, and it will travel out of bounds. Shad Baker unable to chase that one down.
Josh Wall takes the ball in the middle of the field. Passes up to number 28, who finds Keegan. Lancaster carries into the zone with a double team. High pressure from the Eagles now. That's probably one of the changes at halftime.
Whalen's shot. Ooh, that hit somebody in front.
The Bobcats are showing a good job of letting the defense run after them. That'll exhaust the defense as much as it exhausts the offense.
This is Brown behind the net.
Going to work in the low post. Shot. Goal.
Wow, that was Brown. He had 3 assists in the first half. Now he's got a goal.
He uses the big shoulder to lean into his opposer. Gets his hands free. Bounces off the goalie and into the back of the net. Got a piece of the shoulder pad there, maybe a collar.
8-4 now. Cats on top.
That's a demoralizing one, especially because they're getting really far out on the ball, sprinting after it. The defense looks tired, and with not a lot of players out on the field, they're going to need a spark. Just about 9 minutes left in the third quarter.
Here, battle underway. Cats are going to come away with this one again. Nice pass inside here.
Good find.
Elliott Hunter, who has a goal, has this one right now. Boy, Cats have really controlled the ball on the faceoffs. That's been a big factor in this game today.
Yeah, they're doing an excellent job securing the loose ball on the ground, off of the face-off, off of broken plays to get the clear or force the turnover, and it's worked out in the favor. Get a lot of time to work the offense. Everybody getting warmed up.
Behind
now they're clicking on all cylinders.
Lancaster. Here on the left side now. Richmond up top.
Grant, number 9. Grant Jackson.
Oh, Brown tries the kind of no-look pass over the top of the shoulder. Hits the back of the net, though.
Hard ride by Grant Jackson on the goalie. Forces the turnover. Loose ball still.
Well, here's Erickson playing aggressive out of the net.
Pushes him out of bounds. They're going to call it. It's going to stay in belay. Aaron Brown to Keegan, number 5. And they'll take their time to set it up the offense again.
Mitchell, low shot.
And that's going to be goalie ball. Didn't get a man behind to back up that shot, and the goalie ran for it.
So if there's no offensive player back there, goalie can reach for it to be the closest man to it.
Whoever's closest, yeah. That's going to be a trip. Oh, they let them play.
No call. I think
I like it. The refs are letting them play.
they're letting them play. We haven't had any calls yet today.
That's impressive, especially because the last game I saw up here on Wednesday, there was flags flying left and right. So it's great to see the game. Because all these, there's nothing malicious going on the field, so they know that this contact's incidental, if anything.
Baker with it. Now in behind here to Southern. Pass up front to Kennedy.
Yeah, the Eagles are going to really want a goal here, so they're not going to force anything too hard, but
Now
we'll see what they go with. Definitely patient, pulling back out, feet in the crease.
Well, that was Calgary who was looking for Southern across the middle. That was dangerous, just out of his reach, though. Eagles, though, keep it alive as it stays in the zone. Kennedy now on the left side. Working on Grant.
Skip pass.
To the Baker.
Flips it up top. 12 takes it up, splits back to his left.
Ooh, shot on underneath.
Looked like the goalie saw it the whole way. Oh, no flag down. Another shot wide.
Yeah, that was Calgary there on the shot after getting it in play quickly.
Sounded like helmet-to-helmet contact. Nobody saw anything.
Eagles still have it here. Nice possession for them. Couple of shots on. Now pass around here. Southern with an opportunity. Saved. Ball loose in front. Still loose.
Great pass, great shot, great save.
And coming away with it is Andrew Quinn. Gets it up ahead to Brown. Brown gets a screen from a teammate. His shot saved right in the basket of Eddie Erickson.
Yeah, definitely number 90, 98, Nick. Sacrificing his body on the shot. Another turnover in the zone. Bobcats have a broken play. They'll hold patiently.
Richmond here.
Yeah, you don't see that often. Number 98, Nick. What's his last name?
Nick Pfeiffer.
Nick Pfeiffer setting the screen on the offensive end.
Yeah.
And you don't see defense doing that too much on the in front of the enemy's goal.
Holmquist here. Behind a Brown. Ball on the ground. Loose.
Broken stick. He's got to get off the field.
Opportunity here for the Cats with an extra man. Richmond shot blocked there by 27. Cal Tuttle, he's going to be feeling that one on the back of his calf as he's limping away. Here's the Cats draw it loose, but coming away with it are the Eagles.
Still letting them play.
Yeah, would you want to call on that one probably? Or
I mean, I've seen calls on stuff like that for a hold. Now, it looked like he was tangled up and he was trying to throw that pass that way, so they might have said that he fell because he chose to take that pass, but yeah, that usually is a holding call. But I like to see that the refs don't call anything. It's good to see less stoppage in play.
Cole Kennedy here from Carmel, California with it.
It's a physical game. Everybody's got helmets on.
Pass inside from Calgary.
Another save, it looks like. Might have been off the post.
Late in the third quarter, 3:40 to go. 8-4, Montana State on top of Sierra Nevada College. As Southern has it with an opportunity. Brings it on the left side. Now in front. Loose ball. Cats come up with it, needing to clear. Shriver, pass up ahead. Again, ball on the ground. Brown's going to come up with it. No, it goes out of bounds.
I'm not sure if that was a...
All right, I think our field mic picked that one up. You heard the ref shout white ball. And what was the call that gave it to Montana State?
Confusion over there. I think he never touched it, so that's why it stayed white ball, but I think there was some confusion on who touched it last.
So So Bardu has it. No one on him. It's a Lancaster trying to add to his 4-goal total.
Defense going to be paying him a little more attention in the second half.
Richmond on the ground, gets back up, keeps it alive. Ball's on the ground now. 50-50 ball, physical play here. Still on the ground. Bardu comes up with it. Now 2.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Montana State up 8-4.
Great feed.
Oh, man, off the post. Whalen with it. Bardu. Here to Lancaster. Now pass up top.
Tips collected. David Rizzola rolls back. Passes to Lewis Richmond. Finds Michael Whalen up top. Shot. Goal.
Oh, that was Whalen. Boy, we got to see this replay. That was a laser.
That's a fastball. That's got to be low 90s, high 80s, low 90s. I mean, that's got some serious heat. He just pulls up, and the goalie doesn't even see it. Can't even get down to it. Yeah, that's what his goals look like in the game against North Dakota State. And he's definitely got a serious shot. He's got a license to shoot.
So add another one there for Michael Whalen. 4th goal on the season for him. And as you mentioned, Eddie Erickson did not see that one. Plenty of heat on it, nice and low. Finds the back of the net, 9-4. Cats on top now. And the Eagles come away with this faceoff. Up ahead right away. Calgary with the shot, saved by Shriver. Under 2 to play in this third now. Southern brings it in right side. Thought about a shot behind the shoulder. Gets to Calgary. Now Marshall. Thinking about a shot from distance. Saved by Shriver. Up ahead right away. Cats taking no time in transition. Lancaster gets it around here. Now Schwal moves around his man. Opportunity here for Schwal. Shot bounces, saved. Loose on the ground in front.
I think he took a big hit on that play.
Yeah, he did. He's slow getting back to his stick. Still on the ground here. Schwal a little shaken up. And the referee is going to stop play. You've probably delivered hits like that before. What's he feeling on the field right now?
Yeah, it's might be a lack of oxygen in your lungs. Getting the wind knocked out of you is not fun. Could be, he's on his feet, he's moving, so I think he's going to be all right. Definitely got his bell rung. I think the ground hits harder than the other player when you fall from about 3 feet up in the air onto your shoulder or your back. You'll feel it today and the next day probably.
Josh Schwal, the junior from Fort Collins, Colorado. Heard his name a couple times today. Slow coming back to the sideline, met by a couple teammates. Coach Kelly. Looks like he's going to be all right. Just 45 seconds to go here in the third. Again, Montana State holding on to a 5-goal lead. Kind of broke things open late in the second quarter. And now been holding on here in this third.
Yeah, a lot of clock management going on in the field. Eagles going to start to show a little bit of an urgency, but 5-goal lead in Lacrosse with this much time, the entire fourth quarter left. There's plenty of time for them to get back in here, so they'll look to score quickly, but they can't be desperate.
Here a pass inside, opportunity for Southern. Takes a big hit loose in front, still on the ground. Cats pick it up here, looking to clear.
Keaton Buckingham with the loose ball.
13 seconds to go And Montana State might just hang on to it here. Now they're going to send it way ahead. Out in front, opportunity there for Lancaster, but it's going to fall into the net there of Erickson. So after 3 quarters of play here on mtsport.tv, the Montana State Bobcats leading Sierra Nevada Eagles 9-4, getting ready here for this final quarter of play. Quick thoughts there, Tony, on the third quarter, and then thoughts on what Sierra Nevada needs to be talking about in this huddle to get back in the game.
Yeah, after coming out of the half, it's exactly what the Bobcats wanted, is more clock management, only tacking 2 goals onto their lead that they had, but only allowing 1 goal for the Eagles. So definitely a game plan that's being executed. And for the Eagles, they're just going to have to, like we said, come out with a very high-intensity, high-pressure defense. And they're getting tired, so it'll be tough, but they're going to have to really step on the gas, shoot to score. But they can't take bad shots. They have to take high percentage shots if they want to get back in this game. And the Bobcats are going to be looking to be patient with them and just let them make their own mistakes, not get overextended, and hold them off for the final quarter.
All right, so teams breaking their huddle here as we get ready for the start of the fourth. Next game up for both these teams is St. Thomas this weekend. Another one of the top-rated teams here coming to make their stay in Bozeman for their spring break, kept catching a couple games here in town.
Yeah, they're one of the top programs in the MCLA, have been for a while. So it's good to see that they're on the schedule for the Bobcats. It's good for their prestige.
Looking right now at the sideline, I see the training staff is working with Schwal. I think this might be
Concussion
protocol, yeah. So we'll certainly hope that he's all right.
His day might be done. No need to get wrapped up in a game when there are things that are more serious.
All right, face-off here, fourth quarter just about started. Cats have controlled most of these, and this one right now loose on the ground. Montana State comes up with it, and they get it into the attacking zone. Again, I'll stay with saying that's been one of the biggest differences here in this game today. As Brown now to Rizzolo. Bardu now. What do you expect to see the Cats patient just kind of cycle this thing, wheel it around?
More of the same as the third quarter. They definitely took a lot of time off the clock whenever they had it. And, yeah, dominated possession and worked the clock, and it'll be more of the same happening here.
Here's Brown, thought about a shot, pulls it back out. Now Whalen.
Good check.
Was Rizzolo here.
Regains
scoops it back up. Richmond behind the net to Brown. Brown pulls it back out. More time coming off the clock here. 13:40 to go in this game. Inside here, Rizzolo pass. Nice goal there by Lewis Richmond, assisted by Rizzolo. And, hey, you take a bunch of time off the clock, and then when you get an easy little layup, you take it. Look at this replay. What do you see?
They overload the side. They have the man come up from X. Nobody to meet him. Easy finish for Lewis Richmond right on top of the goalie.
So now 10-4, Cats on top. 13:36 to go in the game. Boy, and once again, face-off so far controlled here by the Cats, but then stepping out of bounds. Andrew Quinn, toe touched out of bounds. So here come the Eagles needing a fury of offense here in this final 13 minutes to get back in this game, down by 6.
Yeah, they'll probably look to dodge from up top and feed to the crease or take the shot on the run.
They get their personnel set here in the attacking zone. Southern going to take it, get out to Kennedy. Kennedy working up the right side. His shot through the legs and good. Cole Kennedy from Carmel, California, the senior, picks up the goal there for the Eagles. Look at this replay. Perfect angle for us right here in this camera shot.
Josh Wall back in the game playing defense, but he just runs him down the alley, takes a shot on the run from too close. There needs to be somebody there to meet him.
So 10-5 now, Cats on top. Like you said in lacrosse, a 5-6 goal lead can evaporate quickly. Montana State's going to look to hold on to this one.
Yeah, I've seen 3 goals scored in under a minute, so anything can happen.
Here coming out of the faceoff, won by the Eagles. Haven't said that very much today, but this is what they need to get back in this game right now, as Nicodemus has on the right side now behind the net. Southern up to Calgary. Now Dubiak. Back to Nicodemus. Looks to penetrate. His shot saved there by Shriver. What do you call bulldog? The bull rush?
The bull dodge, yeah. You just run right over somebody. It's not the most elegant of the dodges, but it works.
Yeah, Elliot Hunter there took a little bit of a shot, but he's back up with the ball right now. Here's Lancaster. Cats attacking now. Pass inside. Big hit across the middle. Loose. Picked up by the Eagles. In trouble, though. With speed into the zone. Opportunity here. Pass inside.
Good checks.
Loose.
They're going to call a hold. Loose ball hold on the Bobcats. Keep it with the Eagles.
So here's Baker with it. Gets it to Kennedy. Now Nick Southern, the sophomore from Huntington Beach, gets it out on the right side to Horton. Horton behind the net to Southern. Can't control it, and out of frustration, spikes his stick. So emotions getting the best there of Jack Southern on the turnover to the Cats. Well, did he think he lost the ball?
He thought there was a ghost player behind him.
Now inside here. Grant with it.
Power
Through everyone.
Great save.
Boy, shot by Richmond.
Strong play to get through all those players with the ball still. I thought he should have taken that shot. If you won't fight through that many people, then you can definitely shoot.
Yeah, Grant Jackson took on about 6 defenders to get all the way right in front of the net, hands it off to a teammate, unable to convert, though. Now Eagles.
Heavy ride by the Bobcats, really not letting the ball get over easily.
Ball
Forces a loose ball. Looks like the Bobcats might have a chance. Ball's loose again. Collected once more by the Eagles.
Now at the 10-minute mark remaining, is a long pass to Southern is over his head, and he is really upset.
I understand the need to vent your frustrations, but when you do that, that just gets every other person on the other team riled up. They know that they're getting under your skin. And there's plenty of time left. You can't be treating it like it's game over quite yet.
Yeah, that was a long pass from the Eagles that was over the top. They've got possession with it. No, they're in midfield. Here's Southern with it now. This Nick Southern. Now Kennedy with it. As the Bobcats kind of packing it in here on defense. Shot low, saved there by Shriver.
Great save.
9.5 minutes to go in this game. 5-goal lead here. Physical play inside. Southern hangs on to it. Now he's on the ground.
Gonna play a play on. Oof.
Now a whistle.
Getting a little testy with the physical play increasing, with people getting a little frustrated, a little tired.
So Kennedy will get things underway. To Nick Southern. Coming in here on the left side. Pulls it back out. Back to Kennedy now. Here's a shot. Saved there by Shriver. Drew Horton there on the shot.
Great backup hustle. Back to the Bobcats.
Colin Shriver having a great game in net.
Yeah, he is really frustrating the shooters of the Eagles. Haven't seen him get scored on quite some time.
Schwal gets it out to Erickson. Now Fleming with 8:30 to go in the game and a 5-goal lead. Spins around. Shot. Blocked there by a defender. Loose right now. Going for it's Brown. Coming away with it though are the Eagles. But stuck triple teamed and turning it over.
That's less than 5 yards. The refs will let him play. Maybe a little bit too much sometimes. But it's been a fast-paced game, so more credit to the refs. There still hasn't been a single penalty called, right?
No penalties. Haven't seen a flag out yet.
On rare circumstances.
So here's Erickson. Shot from a tough angle. Yeah, that was off the side of the net. Lancaster just trying to add to his total. Up ahead, loose at midfield.
Going to be collected by number 21, Ian Stanley.
Boy with speed. Pass in front here. Brown behind the back. Over his shoulder. Special goal there by Alexander Brown. We got to see this replay.
It all starts with that loose ball clearance from Ian Stanley. Picks it up in the middle of the field. Puts the wheels on. Passes up ahead. Hits the point man. Lewis Richmond, who finds Alex Brown for the behind-the-back bounce finish to the back of the net.
Whew. Boy, Brown made that look easy, but you're right. The loose ball in transition from Stanley. Got that one going, and then the pass out in front. I think that came from Richmond.
That was the assist from Richmond,
yeah. So Cats now on top, 11-5 with 7:20 to go in the game.
Another face-off win.
Winning that face-off is Elliot Hunter.
Keaton Buckingham, the long stick, carries in. Dumps it off. It's Keegan Lancaster. The game's undisputed MVP.
All right. I'm with you. 4 goals, 3 of them coming in the first quarter for Keegan Lancaster. Now the Cats just trying to take time off the clock.
Well, Alex Brown is looking to make a claim. He's got 2 goals and 3 assists now, 4 assists.
Yeah, he does. He's got, let me mark this one up here. I believe 2 goals, 3 assists for Brown, and definitely the highlight reel play of the game with that most recent goal behind the back shoulder. Now inside, Fleming will take a shot.
You get style points for that one.
Richmond here picks up a screen from Lancaster. Looking out front, gets to Lancaster now. Pass inside, loose ball on the ground, picked up here
another
by
broken
Fleming.
Stick. Sierra Nevada with another broken stick on the field. Hence the mad dash.
Oh, pass inside. Richmond hits the post. Boy, he came screaming from behind the net, got it, and hit the crossbar.
Long pass down the field, intercepted by Ian Stanley. Carries over.
Now the Cats inside. Pass over the top of Scott Holmquist is going to give the ball back to the Eagles. With 5:45 to go in this game and the Cats leading 11-5.
Yeah, with the game winding down and the score still being as far away as it is, I think you're going to start to see Sierra Nevada play for a little bit of pride. and practice.
Drew Horton with it, gets it to Southern. Now Baker with it. Behind here, Calgary. Kennedy again as we see the sun now making its way onto the field here at Bobcat Stadium. Shot bounces over the goalie's shoulder. Score there by, was that number 40, I believe, Cole Kennedy.
Yeah, great shot on the run, bouncing it right in front of the goalie. And I think it's going to come up off the goalie's shoulder and into the back of the net.
You know, and I should mention, just right now, as I mentioned, the sun has just touched the field. For the first time today, we see some shadows, and Shriver's got his eyes looking right into the sun as he is looking at Cole Kennedy there on his left side of the field. So the snowflakes are done. We've got a little sunshine out here, and might have contributed to that last goal.
Yeah, glare definitely takes an effect on the goalie's vision, and something that they'll have to deal with for the rest of the game.
Timeout taken by the Sierra Nevada Eagles as they want to talk this one over with 5:11 to go, trailing 11-6. I want to thank you for joining us on mtsport.tv for this MCLA non-conference top 10 matchup. Early season here, the Montana State Bobcats taking on Sierra Nevada College Eagles.
Yeah, I want to thank you, Nate, for coming into the booth. It's good to have another professional.
Hey, Tony. It's nice to be joined by you. I appreciate you inviting me up.
Of course.
We'll be back on Sunday, right, when we take on St. Thomas. Is that the plan?
Yeah, I can't wait to see them. It'll be the first time I've seen them play in person.
That game will be on mtsport.tv as well, so make sure you tune in for that one.
Elliot Hunter taking the face-off for the Bobcats. Number 45's done a pretty good job winning so far. Loses this one.
This is Calgary now. Gets to Southern.
And I think if you're a top 10 team, you got to think that you always have a chance. And even though there's less than 5 minutes in the game and you're down by 5 goals, you got to feel like you can score 6 if you really want to take your program to the next level.
Here's Southern with an opening. His shot, though, is his arm, I believe, was tipped.
Great checks there by the defense. Bobcats number 99 and number 77.
Yeah, that was Blake Greener and Andrew Quinn on defense for the Cats, sending that shot over the net, though. The Eagles here now, again, looking for this final push. Pass inside, back out to Southern. To his brother, Nick Southern. Room here on the right side. Shot.
Off the cage.
Off the cage. Southern's going to come up with it, though. Opportunity now behind the net and underneath. Goal scored there by number 30. That was Balin Marshall. Again, he came into this game with 8 goals. I believe that was his second of this contest, giving him 10 on the season.
Yeah, one-on-one behind the cage. He gets a step on his man, pushes low, bounces it around the caper. 11-7.
Well, this one getting interesting here with 4:08 to go.
Plenty of time.
I think these California guys from Sierra College are just happy to see the sun come out. They're here now, ready to go as they win this face-off. Should say it's loose right now. Picking it up is number 27, Cal Tuttle. He gets it ahead here to Nicodemus.
Here's the point man back. Misses the cage.
Nicodemus took a shot in front there from Blake Greener, but Eagles still here with the ball. Here's Kennedy. His shot scores.
That sun coming into play once more.
I think that's what they're talking about is, hey, let's get on the right side, get the sun in the goalie's eyes, and shoot right there.
It's a good game plan. It's working out well for him. This shot's high to high and just right over the top of the goalie stick.
Again, that was Cole Kennedy. the senior from Carmel, California, putting that one in top shelf.
11-8.
11-8 with 3:44 to go, and you said you've seen 3 goals in 3 minutes before.
This is all the momentum's now on the side of the Eagles. It's going to be the Bobcats' job to get that ball and slow it back down.
So critical face-off here. Battle at midfield. Loose comes up to the Eagles. Into the zone right away. Here's Calgary. Behind to Southern. Back to Calgary up top. Eagles going to patiently work it to the right side where they can get the sun where they want it. Bringing is Horton. Horton. Pass in front. No one there. Ball loose.
Foot race. Eagles going to win it.
Yeah, Nick Southern comes up with it. Southern works inside. Spins around. Not enough room for a shot. He gets it around to Calgary.
Great pass to skip the defense.
Now pass inside. Oh, Southern unable to hang on to it. Loose. Cat's coming away with it.
Josh Schwall carries it. Good to see him back on the field after facing some concussion protocol. Ball down and flag down. They're going to call him with the, I believe that's going to be a slash.
Yeah, that was a pretty wild stick coming flying through. I think called on Kennedy. Just trying on the back check to, a little bit of desperation here, down by 3, under 3 to play. But first penalty of the game.
That's a good display of the level of play on the field. Both teams were playing hard, but not too hard, and it's paid off well. It's provided a good game to watch. And now with the man-up play for the opportunity for the Bobcats, they're going to feel like they have to score, but they're definitely going to try to bleed some more clock, which is usually counterintuitive to what
right.
the man-up is about, scoring quickly as possible.
Again, Cats just working it around here. Rizzolo now to Whalen. Around to Brown. At some point, the Eagles might need to step out here. Save there.
Long pass to the attackman. Couldn't be collected. It's going to be Bobcats' ball.
Yeah, Erickson looking deep to try to spark things with just 1:49 to go in the game after that shot from Lewis Richmond.
David Rizzolo takes it into the offensive zone. Passes to Keegan.
Here's
Richmond.
Yeah, Richmond can just hang on to it back here and take some time off the clock. Now they're going to pressure him a little bit.
Yeah, back to being even strength.
Here's Whalen. Gets inside on the left-hand side. Pulls it back out.
Good roll dodge. David Rizzolo loses the ball in the middle. Still loose, collected by the Eagles. Flag down.
Well, we get 2 flags in the last 3 minutes after not a flag all day.
Yeah, it's a little more open swinging on the field now.
Here's Southern now trying to back it in.
It's a free shot. Timeout taken. Yeah, they're going to be a little frustrated with that one. With the flag on the field, it's essentially a free shot. You can take any shot you
Right,
want.
so why would he take the timeout there?
I think some of the players were wondering that too.
Gotcha. Okay. I like how you politically kind of correctly looked at me like, yeah, I think we're trying to figure that one out. Some of the players are a little frustration here from Sierra
there
Nevada.
is less than a minute, so it's understandable, but I'm sure the players were looking to shoot with that free clock, but I think the coach probably wanted them to shoot before he had to call one, so he's probably getting that message across right now. Any shot that they have to take it. 3 goals in under a minute. It's possible, but improbable.
So again, after snow flurries started this one out, really was snowing all day, all morning. The Montana State facilities crew took care of the field, got all the snow off the playing surface, and then we had flurries throughout the first half, kind of cleared up around the third quarter, and now here in the fourth we've got sunshine on the field with just 59 seconds to go here in this game. Cats leading at 11-8.
It's probably going to be looking to shoot as soon as they get this pass off. Oh, that's a heartbreaker, especially because he's going to get the play on that one.
Boy, ball loose. That's the worst case scenario come out of the timeout for the Eagles. They do gather it back in their own end. Now Kennedy here. Up ahead to Horton. Here's Southern. Behind the net to Calgary.
They had a man open for quite a while. Going to take that shot. Saved.
It's saved by Shriver. Loose ball in front.
Goalie's out of the cage.
Boy,
Madness.
Boy, a scrum in front here.
It's going to be Bobcats' ball. Not quite sure what happened there. That looked like a little bit like rugby.
Just 15 seconds to go. Looks like Montana State can just run off these final couple of seconds. A long heave. This one's headed towards Kagi. It's going to stay in the field of play. 5 seconds to go.
That'll be it.
And that'll do it for the final horn. So top 10 matchup here, non-conference play in MCLA Lacrosse. Montana State gets the win. Tony, what are your thoughts today?
You know, this is a great comeback win after the loss to NDSU. I think they definitely saw what a program should be run like, and they looked a lot like the Bison out here today. It was a very balanced offense. They took the extra pass. They played conservative, but still, you know, almost a passive-aggressive defense. They were always in the area to make the play. The goalie had a great game, making a lot of stops. So, yeah, everything that they wanted to improve on from their loss, they did, and they got the win today.
Yeah, Colin Shriver had a great game there in net. A couple names that you heard. Keegan Lancaster in the first half with 3 goals right away in the first quarter, ends up with 4. But I'm going to go ahead and let you award the MTSport.tv player of the game. Who are you going to give it to?
I'm going to give it an even draw.
An even draw.
Between Keegan Lancaster and Alex Brown. Keegan Lancaster started the game hot with the shots from outside, and the shots on the doorstep, and the quick 4 goals to establish that early lead, and it was all facilitated by Alex Brown. He was getting the pass around, and he was able to finish for a couple goals of his own.
Yeah, he had that behind the head over the back shoulder goal. That's a replay you got to go back and watch here as you're watching this game on demand. I want to remind you that the next broadcast here on mtsport.tv is going to be on Sunday morning at 10 a.m. We are going to have St. Thomas here visiting Bobcat Stadium. They'll be here on Saturday to play Sierra Nevada as well. But then on Sunday, the Cats got them here at 10 o'clock right here on mtsport.tv. So I hope that you can join us for that one as well. But for Nate Parsegan, my co-commentator here, Tony, let me make sure I get this right. Tony Athanak, hang on.
You had it the first time.
Nope, I'm not going to say that one again. I said I was going to say it one time. I should just leave it right there.
Yeah, you had it great the first time.
All right, so thanks for joining us here on mtsport.tv today. Cats get the win 11-8. We'll see you next